I'm Crystal with the Forever in Motion team. You know, you don't need fancy equipment for a great workout. Today, we're going to use a wall and 10 minutes of time. Let's begin with a simple warm-up. The importance of a warm-up is to give our muscles an opportunity to get used to movement, to lubricate our joints. We're also going to take this time to find ourselves up nice and tall, belly button to spine, tuck your tail under. Think about opening up through the shoulders and chest and line that chin back a little bit. 3, 2, step touch side to side. We're going to add a little bit of arms here, reaching across the body diagonally, but still keeping our spine aligned. Up nice and tall, or as tall as we might be able to get ourselves. Three, 2, back to our basic march. So these exercises that we're doing against the wall today will incorporate a little bit of strength and will incorporate a little bit of balance, as well as a stretch at the end. Pause with those legs, roll your shoulders back about 5 times, taking in some nice deep breaths. We roll our shoulders forward lots in the day just with regular activities, so let's draw them down and back mindfully. And let's begin our wall workout, everyone. This kind of is a bit of a lead in from our warm-up. Shoulder range. So we're lining ourselves up against the wall with our side of the wall. And we are using shoulder flexion muscles to draw that hand up and overhead. Shoulder injuries are really common as we get older, and this is a great way to lubricate that synovial joint and offer some good range, as well as maintaining our beautiful tall posture that we started off with. Sometimes bringing the other hand open, palm facing the forward way, will help to open up this shoulder as well. Stay aligned. We're going for 10 on this arm. I've got 2 more. And then, of course, rotating over to the other side, lining ourselves up, maybe taking that free arm and opening the palm up, working to get as much range as we can here. Maybe thinking about following your breath. An inhale up and an exhale down often feels really nice for the lungs. There's no concern if you'd like to pause at some of the sticky spots and spend a little bit of extra time. You feel welcome. Listen to your body. 7. And last one. That's our 10. Our next exercise will be wall pushaways. There's 2 different methods that we're going to use today. So align yourself up so that your feet are underneath your hips. That gives you a good base of support. We're going to have our hands wide for this first exercise. I like to rotate my hands in a little bit. It makes it easier on my wrists. I have weak and sometimes sore wrists, so make sure that you're comfortable with that. Then we're going to bend at the elbows and draw ourselves back. Now I invite you to feel welcome to change the position of your feet. The closer your feet are to the wall, the easier the exercise will be. So perhaps we're at the halfway mark. Take a half a step back and challenge yourself to be a little bit further away. We want to work our pec muscles here, the chest muscles. Great. So this next exercise, we've got the same positioning, keeping the core engaged. We're changing this to a tricep exercise. I'm going to lower my hands a little bit so that they're aligned with my shoulders. My hands are in front of my shoulders essentially, and elbows are going to stay tucked in. We're going to run our torso along our arms so that our elbows are coming down towards the wall. Really important to keep the neck aligned. I guess for obvious reasons, if our chin is too far forward, we're going to hit our forehead on the wall. So you should be feeling this in the triceps or the muscles on the back of the arm. Take a half a step back perhaps. Make this more challenging for the final 5, 4, 'Keep your core engaged. 2 and 1. Great work. So our next exercise is going to be a bit of a core oblique exercise. We'll place our whole forearm on the wall. And then we're going to turn away, lifting one arm off. Gentle, slow, controlled turn back. Repeat, other side. That counts as 1. Make sure that belly button is to spine, that we're not doing a twist here so that there's no cranking of the back. And that's 5, so we're halfway there. As we enter into the final 5, think about doing a little bit more neck rotation. Like a shoulder check, this has some pretty functional carryover here. It's important to be able to look behind us. Maybe not with your hands up. That's like maybe if you're into bank robbing, then that would be important, but probably not an issue for most of us. We've got 2 more here, team. Slow, controlled turn, rotate, belly button to spine. Great. Oh, maybe a few shoulder rolls. Release some tension that we perhaps built up there. Our next exercise is going to be wall squats. So we want to find our feet hip distance apart. Line ourselves up that we're supported. Make sure that you have grippy, supportive shoes. We did tricep exercises earlier, so now we're going to do biceps in addition to these wall squats. So as the hips go down, the thumbs come up. 3, 4, 'Be mindful of how your knees feel at this moment. We're at the 5 mark point, 5 more. Unless anything hurts or feels uncomfortable, then take a break. 8, 9, and 10. Great. A little exercise for our back muscles next. This is bird dog. We want to consider hand position based on comfort. So we're moving opposite arm with opposite leg. I'm going to walk my hands up a little bit because that's available to me, but we're just doing what feels comfortable and good. Engage your core muscles. I'm on the slightest of angles as I lean towards this wall. Take opposite hand and opposite leg back. Bring it back to neutral and repeat with the other side. So we want to feel like the upper back is working to take the hand away from the wall. And the glute, bum muscles, hamstrings are working to lift the leg off the floor. Halfway point. Keep gazing in front of you. Try not to, I keep turning my neck to look at you. I don't know why I can't see you, but do keep your neck aligned. It's really important for spine health to keep things aligned. I've got 2 more here, team. 9, and this is 10, and 10 with the other arm. We're already at the balance component of our exercises here. So hand is resting on the wall for support. Align yourself up, lift one leg. We're going to rotate it out to the side for 5. Take my hand to the outside. 4, 3. As I get comfortable with this movement, I'm going to take my hand off the wall a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but my ankle is shaking. There's 5. I'm going to lower. Shake it out. I'm going to sigh a little bit. And repeat for 5 more. Great job. We've got side 2 coming up next. And then only one more exercise. Time flies when we're having fun. I've got just a light touch. You can't really see my hand right now. But standing tall, lift that leg, rotate out, hip rotation, as well as a balance exercise. At the 5 mark, maybe you'd like to be done with this exercise, or if you wish, here's our final 5. Align yourself tall, rotate that leg out and in. 3, 4, stay balanced. Do you see my standing ankle? Just shaking. That's good, right? Then we know we're doing something. Great job, everybody. We've got a simple stretch to end here, team. So lining ourselves up against the wall, let the base of the skull rest against the wall, and we're going to make a few snow angels here together. Lift those arms up to 90 degrees, inhale and exhale down. 1, 2, navel to spine. Grow a little taller perhaps, if that was possible, right? And with this last one, we're going to pause, keeping those arms extended. Feel the body align against the wall and take about 3 deep breaths. Then I want you to wrap your arms around, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you so much for joining in for 10 minutes of wall exercise.